Better pack them up, boys.
And so I would like to introduce WJ and Agnes. What's going on, you guys?
He needs to turn his speaker on.
Is my light blinking? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
They can hear me.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
I feel like I'm doing a Verizon commercial.
I don't hear you very good, WJ.
How's that, Chief?
That's better.
Yeah.
Hey, WJ, I want to tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. The floor is yours.
I was watching the news yesterday.
Yeah.
And they're trying to take the nativity scene down in a town in Ohio.
Yeah.
They can give it to me.
And one of the senators for the United States,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he says, I don't understand that because after all, Jesus is the reason for the season.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Was I supposed to respond to that?
Yep.
I mean, I'm not sure. That's all
I
true.
responded for you.
I know where you're going, Chief. I'm just not sure what to say.
Well, I think Agnes said it all. She said she wanted it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, that'll go with your other 37 nativity scenes.
I collect them.
Well, Chief, let's get the train on the tracks here. All right. I am WJ, Chief Sanitation Engineer, Associate Pastor, International Missionary, Apostle, Philanthropist, and my dulcet tones will lead you through the festivities of the day. This here's my cousin Agnes.
My name is Agnes Jolene Rammersdorf.
And we're here to do some announcements.
Yep. That's
Now,
what we're here for, amongst other things.
Now, Agnes, first things first, you know what we always cover first.
Yeah.
Be sure, please, to put your phone in airplane mode.
Yep.
If you don't put your phone in airplane mode, what happens, Agnes?
I'll come out there, twist your ear, and carry you to the back.
Not exactly how I was thinking.
No?
Now, they won't be able to see anything on the other end of the interweb. So, if you would please.
They won't be able to hear anything. They can see, but they won't hear.
You're splitting hairs. Anyway, what was the first announcement? You shot my wheels off.
Candlelight Christmas
That's
service.
right. Now, I think
WJ?
yeah, yes,
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a little loud.
yeah.
So I just thought some of the kids might want to come up. If they can't see, they can come sit on the carpet
Can come sit on the carpet right down here.
So
right
what?
in front of you. So if any of the kids want to come up or come up front, I'll kick Pastor off the front row.
So what you're saying, Spirit Mom, is some of the kids are vertically challenged. So,
Yes.
all right.
All
Well,
right, go ahead.
if you find yourself being vertically challenged, come on up.
There's some of the adults that are vertically challenged too. They can come up too.
You trying to get personal? All right. So, like the chief was saying, we got the candlelight service next week,
Yeah.
and so be sure you bring your asbestos gloves. Anyway, now
You don't want to burn your fingers.
that's right.
With candle wax.
Yeah, that's right. And don't
Of course,
be,
usually they put a Dixie cup or something underneath it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what the Bible says, Chief. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord. So, having said that, we're doing a children's production today. We've got
Cacophony.
what?
Cacophony.
What does that mean?
Cacophony.
What?
You know.
Is that an instrument?
No.
What,
It means noisy.
Oh, you're talking about
A big word for noise.
Oh, you've been reading the dictionary again?
Yeah.
All right. You're trying to say cacophony.
No. Cacophony.
I'm not even going down that road. Anyway, so we're
That's
having.
how it said to pronounce it in the dictionary.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so we're gonna have singing, and we're gonna have a skit with some of my other friends back here, and then we're
Yep.
gonna have some instrumental. So
A great big program for everybody. But
That's
first,
right.
guess who we have?
who we got?
We
Oh,
have
yeah.
a special.
Now I know you've all been waiting with bated breath. You haven't heard from my mother in a while. So Miss
Mama
Lena,
J.
yeah, she couldn't be here today. So Miss Lena, if you would go ahead and try to ring her up on Skype.
She's expecting the call.
Yeah, she's real proficient with the computer.
They're connecting. I think I hear it ringing.
How do I get this thing to work?
I can hear you, Mom. Hit the button, Mom.
Oh, there we
There
are.
you are, Mom.
Yeah, there she is.
How you doing, Mom?
Hello?
We've been here the whole time, Mom.
Hi, Mama J.
You hear me?
We
Yeah.
can hear
You ain't gotta yell.
Oh, it's so wonderful to see you all.
Yeah.
And to talk to you,
Good-
too.
Good to see you
Isn't
too.
technology just wonderful?
Yeah,
Sure
it's
is.
Now that
fantastic.
I'm a proficient at this, I'll be able to call more often.
Yeah, you're real proficient.
I'm just so sorry I couldn't be there in person.
Not as sorry as we
I
are.
have a roller derby competition this weekend.
Yeah.
And my lady friends and I are going to go dance the merengue
Yeah.
at the old folks' home.
Yeah, yeah.
I still dance the merengue, you know, even though my corn does act up from time to time.
Mom, that's not something you need to share with everybody.
You know, it's just so wonderful to have a missionary and a preacher in the family.
Yeah,
She means you.
We
I
have
know.
a doctor
yeah.
and the president of a supermarket.
Oh.
And as you know, your Uncle Horace is an undertaker.
I remember Uncle Horace.
But we've never had a missionary.
Now, Uncle Horace, he's not coming for Christmas, is he?
Oh no, thank goodness. I never did like the way he smelled.
Yeah,
And he's always has clammy hands.
yeah,
But
yeah.
he's a very prominent citizen in his community.
You know, there is nothing worse than the wet fish handshake.
Yeah.
Nothing
Oh,
worse.
it's just
Wow.
so good to see you. And
Good to see you,
Agnes, you're
too.
looking lovelier than ever.
Thank you, Mama J.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know, I am planning on coming down Christmas morning.
I'm excited about
and I'm
that.
bringing gifts for everyone. And
Yeah.
WJ, I did bring you some new socks and underwear.
Mom,
I know you like the different colored kind.
not since I was like
If
5.
you like, I could even put the days of the week in each one
No, that's,
on the waistband.
Mom, that's not necessary. I haven't wanted to do that since I was 5.
Well, I know you always need to be reminded that you need a fresh pair every day.
Not since I was 5, Mom. Not since I was 5.
And I know you don't like to receive that as Christmas gifts. So
I don't like-
thought I would just go ahead and tell you about this.
I don't like to receive
That
it
was
any time for a
thoughtful of
gift.
her.
Oh, you're just so funny.
Yeah, ho ho ha ha.
Well, you know, I'm going to be listening to your program because
Yeah.
I know it's your great Christmas program
Yeah.
today, and
Yeah.
I'm just so sorry I couldn't be there.
Yeah, we're sorry
But I'm
too.
going to be listening on my iPod cast thingamajiggy here.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
I will be watching you.
yeah.
Are you going to be preaching too?
No, I'm not preaching today.
Oh. Well, that other fella's good too.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, he's pretty good, Mom.
I'm so glad. I know you have your hands full.
Yeah, my work is never
So
done
I'm
around
going
here.
to let you go.
All right,
Y'all
Mom.
have a wonderful Sunday.
Bye, Mama J.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too.
Merry Christmas.
Love you.
Love
Love
you
you,
too.
too, Mama J.
Yeah, that too. All right, see you later.
Bye.
All right, so if we could have our 2 singers come up.
We've got a special song today.
Yeah. So, Agnes, I think we better go down. They don't need our help.
All right.
So we'll be back when they're done singing. All right, that was fantastic. Now, could I go ahead and have all the children that are participating in the skit come on back? Just make your way back here, and Agnes will get you lined out. Now, Chief, have you finished your Christmas shopping yet?
Well, I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Well, if you don't know what to get me, don't get me underwear.
Yeah, I already heard. I heard yours even has every day of the week written on it.
Well, you know, I haven't needed that since I was 5. You know how mothers are.
I understand.
Now, I didn't tell her. I've been trying to ease her into, I'm not the pastor of the church. But again, you know how mothers are. So you've officially graduated to the other fella, I guess.
So yeah, I guess I noticed that this morning that you've been trying to ease out of that, but
I
think
can't.
maybe
I'm
there
having a
was,
hard time hearing you, Chief.
Oh, you're having a hard time hearing me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, wow. I can hear me better than I
Normally,
can
that's
hear
not
you.
a problem for you.
I
Well,
said, I noticed that you must have given her that impression one time that you were the pastor of the church, but you
Well,
know.
Chief, I never told her I was the pastor. She just got that impression, and I never told her otherwise.
Oh, okay. Is that called the act of omission?
I'm sorry. Well, no, it wasn't purposeful omission.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
all right, Chief. I think we're ready back here.
All right.
I'll be back later.
Bye.
The Peaceful Kingdom by Lee Dale Stickler, based on Isaiah 11 in the Bible. Performed by the Silverado Cowboy Church Children's Puppeteers. A lion and lamb chops.
I certainly hope you're tender. I'm mighty hungry today.
Hold on. Stop. You can't do this.
And just why not?
Not that I'm complaining, but why not? The time has come. I know. I read about it in the Bible.
What's the Bible got to do with my dinner plans?
Don't interrupt. It's not polite. Keep going. In the Bible, we hear that the prophet Isaiah promised us that God would send us a Savior. A child would be born, a son. And this child would be called Wonderful, Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. His kingdom would always be peace.
And so again, I ask, what does that have to do with my dinner?
Talk fast. He's beginning to drool. This person would rule his people with justice. Even the animals will live together in peace. Wolves and sheep, leopards and young goats, calves and lion cubs, cows and bears, natural-born enemies will live in peace. They will all lie down together, and children will be able to take care of them. Lions will even eat straw like cows instead of eating lambs.
Oh yeah? Straw? Bleh. I prefer lamb chops.
How do we know this person has come? I know. I carried his mother on my back all the way from Nazareth to Bethlehem.
Hello, I know, because when they got here, I didn't have room for them, so I am giving them a space in my stable. No, I know, because I gave up my feed trough so that the baby would have a place to sleep. No.
I know because I kept watch all night.
I know. His name is Jesus, and he's my son. You all are making too much noise.
He's so little. But if he's going to be so important, why is he here in a stable? Important people are supposed to be born in palaces.
See, being born in a palace doesn't make you a special person. This baby is more than special. He's God's son, Jesus. But he's just a baby.
But he will grow up one day, and he will be a great teacher.
See, he will teach the people that God is with us always. Straw. I can get used to this, I guess.
Thank you. For unto us a child is born, and unto us a son is given, and the government shall be on his shoulders, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
Don't that just clutch you right there? Don't that just clutch you? Hang on a second. We're trying to get situated back here. Now, coming up next, hang on. We're having some technical difficulties.
We have some musical players.
Yeah, we got Jaden on the old cello there. Now,
He's quite the accomplished musician.
Yeah, then we've got, hang on, let me get out of my hammock. There we go.
Hey, how'd you switch over to there?
Well, just easier for me over here. Like I was saying, we got Jaden on the cello.
Yeah?
He's going to be delighting us with some musical tunes. And after that, we've got Madeline and we've got Emily on the trumpet.
Sounds like a full service.
Yeah. Now, if we can just get them all together, that'd sound even better. Anyway, all right, Jaden, the floor is yours.
All right. Do we stay here?
Now, let's go down.
All right.
I'm going to be performing Hark the Herald Angels Sing by Felix Mendelssohn.
Next up, we got Madeline and Emily playing the trumpet. We got one more from him, I think. That was just fantastic. Now, I think everybody ought to give the kids a big hand. Now, Chief, I'm sure you remember the great Thanksgiving Day recitation that Agnes had.
I do.
All right, I'm sure that made a lot of memories for you. Anyway, Agnes wants to do another recitation for Christmas. So without further ado, here's my cousin Agnes.
Hi. Today I am going to be reciting "'Twas the Night Before Christmas,"
Yeah,
performed by me.
yeah. We figured that out.
Yeah. Okay, I'm fixing to start.
Go ahead.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
You want to brush that off of there? Thanks.
The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
That's right.
The children are nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
Yeah,
Whatever that is.
yeah. I never had a sugar plum.
Me neither. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled in for our long winter's nap. Though why anybody would want to wear a hat to bed, I have no idea.
Well, your International Harvester hat doesn't do much for your hair
Nope.
when you're sleeping.
Nope, it doesn't. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window, I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow, that doesn't sound appropriate, gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
Yeah,
This is fiction, you know.
yeah. Hey, Agnes, I got a question.
Yeah?
Now, Christmas generally runs during deer season around here.
No, that doesn't bode well for those deer, does it?
It's kind of be a combination of dove hunting and deer hunting at the
Let
same
me finish
time.
my recitation.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. With a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
Yeah,
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
yeah,
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen.
yeah,
He left out Rudolph.
yeah,
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all.
yeah.
As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly. I like the lyrical sound of that. When they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky.
Yeah,
So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
yeah,
And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each tiny hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound.
yeah,
He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
we got backpacks for people like that.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his sack.
Like I said, we got backpacks for them time people.
His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like the roses, his nose like a cherry.
He doesn't sound very healthy.
His droll little mouth was drawn up in a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and his smoke encircled his head like a wreath.
Sounds like the bingo hall.
That ain't good. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself.
Yeah.
A twinkle of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread.
I don't know, a guy coming down the chimney would be kind of creepy.
Yeah. Normally I'd wake up with a shotgun.
Well, think you should
He
anyway.
spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod up the chimney he rose.
Yeah.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
That was real good, Agnes. Did you memorize that?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised you found time since you're going to college.
that's true.
Yeah. You know,
I had finals too, you know.
you know, she's going to become a brain surgeon.
Yep. One
Yeah.
day, I always did like looking on the insides of things.
Yeah. All right, we got one more thing. The children are going to sing a song. So, Miss Diane, I'll turn it over to you, and we'll be back afterwards.
God's great gift to earth came down, born a babe in David's town. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The manger tells me. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the angels tell me so. God's great message to inform seems His will to all. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. The angels tell me so. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the eastern star shines low, still shines in the world today. Living love has come to stay. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. For Christmas tells me so. Jesus loves me, praise His name. I'm so glad that Jesus came. Christmas proved it long ago. Jesus loves me, this I know. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me, for Christmas tells me so.
That was just fantastic. That was just wonderful. Now, Chief, before I turn it back over to you, I got one more thing, or maybe a couple more things I need to say. Maybe 3 or 4, I don't know. Anyway, what?
Go for it.
Yeah. All right, well, you know, none of this would have been possible if it hadn't been for Miss Diane Stover.
That's right. She's a big part of this whole situation.
That's right. So we want to give a heartfelt thanks to Miss Diane,
Yep.
and I'd like you all to give the kids another round of applause.
They did a wonderful job.
Of course, they had my expert tutelage, so how could they go wrong?
Cacophony.
What?
I just had to throw that word in there again.
Don't start that again. All right, Chief, it's all yours.
All right, if all the kids will follow Miss Diane out.